Welcome to our video on a profound topic that resonates with many of us, loneliness. In a fast-paced world that glorifies connection, the feeling of isolation can often creep into our lives, leading to distress and discomfort. But today, we're going to explore how Buddhist teachings can provide us with valuable insights to understand and transform the experience of loneliness. Let's dive into an ancient story from the Pali Canon about a monk named Migajala. He approached the Buddha with a deep longing. He wanted to understand solitude deeply, seeking to escape the distractions of the outside world. Migajala thought that by moving away to a lonely forest, he would finally find peace and be free from the bonds of loneliness. However, the Buddha didn't simply agree with him or give him an easy answer. Instead, he asked Migajala a crucial question. What does it mean to live alone? Migajala explained his belief that solitude existed in distant forests, away from civilization, but the Buddha demonstrated that physical isolation doesn't lead to true solitude. The Buddha shed light on the true nature of loneliness. He explained that the core of loneliness lies in our attachments and cravings, the things we depend on to feel complete. He referred to these attachments as Migajala's mate. This mate represents our desires for companionship, pleasures of the senses, and the need for validation from others. Even when physically isolated, if we cling to these desires, we can't escape loneliness as they follow us everywhere. Then the Buddha painted a picture of another kind of monk, the one who isn't seeking happiness from fleeting pleasures or connections. This monk has learned to let go of desires, thus finding peace in solitude, regardless of their environment. By uprooting the very attachments that create loneliness, they secure their inner freedom. What does this story teach us about overcoming loneliness? Let's explore some key insights inspired by Buddhist teachings. First, we see that loneliness is profoundly a state of mind. The Buddha reminds us that it's an emotional experience, not just about being alone. One can feel lonely in a bustling crowd or find solace in solitary moments. This realization leads us toward introspection rather than seeking external validation. Second, the concept of attachment is crucial. Our dependency on others for happiness forms a vicious cycle of craving. When we fear losing connections, we inevitably breed loneliness. Real liberation from that feeling emerges when we understand and let go of those cravings. Third, embracing solitude can lead to inner peace. Buddhism teaches us that rather than filling inner voids with distractions, we can use solitary times for self-discovery. This transforms solitude from a cause of distress into an opportunity for growth and self-reflection. Next, mindfulness and meditation are perfect tools for observing feelings of loneliness without judgment. By embracing the impermanence of our thoughts and emotions, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and can transcend loneliness more effectively. Lastly, cultivating compassion shifts our focus from our lingering suffering to the well-being of others. Recognizing our interconnectedness alleviates feelings of isolation, making loneliness seem more manageable. The teachings of Buddhism, concepts like dukkha, suffering, anatta, which no self, and the notion of impermanence, reveal the intricacies of loneliness. Additionally, the middle way encourages a balanced approach in our relationships, while mindfulness allows us to acknowledge loneliness without clinging. In conclusion, the struggle against loneliness can be transformed through the lens of Buddhist teachings. Instead of viewing loneliness as a burden, we can see it as an opportunity for growth, enhanced self-awareness, and greater compassion. Understanding that the emptiness we often fear is merely an illusion opens up a deeper connection with ourselves and the world around us. Thank you for joining us in this exploration, and may you find peace in your journey through the experience of loneliness.